rankings, which means the same operation or step is performed over and over and over again. Okay. I think back to recursive sequences, which is why I'm kind of glad that we did this. I can't get this number until I know what this is done. I can't get this number unless I know this. I can't get this number unless I know this, so on and so forth. So I need to know what has happened previous before I continue. So what that means is the last output is my new input. So, in other words, I need to know what has happened previous before I can move on. So, in recursive rankings, we're only going to do 3 of them. I am skipping plurality with elimination recursive because it becomes very confusing. Okay, so we're only going to do 3 of them. So, your steps. Step number 1, find the winner. Using the ranking method. Okay, so nothing has changed there. Your plurality is still the one with the most first place votes. Board account is still the one with the greatest total. Okay, pairwise is still the one with the most matchups. Nothing has changed in that sense. Step number 2, you're going to eliminate the winner. Okay, your last step is repeat. I will tell you this, the one that takes the longest and the one you're going to hate is board account. Okay, plurality is pretty simple, pairwise is super simple, board account takes the longest. Okay, your ranking then is the order of the winners. So the first winner is in first place. When I repeat and do it again, my second winner is in second place, etc. We keep moving on until we have ranked everyone.
You don't stop this until everyone is ranked.
Yep. So if you have 4 players, you're going to do the thing 3 times.
Jesus.
It's not as bad as you think. Again, board account is going to be your worst. Pairwise is super simple. Once you do all the pairings, remember yesterday how like we said if we eliminate C, all we had to do was erase? That's all we're going to have to do here too. So it's not bad. All right, recursive plurality. So step 1 said complete the method. So let's do that. A has how many first place votes in this election? 21. B, 7. C, 15. And D, 12. Who's my winner? A. A is my first winner.
You don't even have to write it out like that.
Okay, so at this point, we now go and we get rid of A. And we count all over again. Okay, so get rid of A. How many first place votes does B have now? 28. B comes now first in this first column, as well as this fourth column. So they have 28 votes now. C has 15. D has 12. So B is now my next winner. Cross off B now. They're gone. One more time. C has how many first place votes now that A and B are out? 36. And D has 19. So who wins out of these two? C and D is last. Did I go too fast? Are there any questions? Do you need me to go back?
No, I got it. We got it.
Juan, you all right over there?
Yeah, I'm taking notes. I lost my notes.
All right.
So B takes A's vote because A.
Because A was eliminated. So when A is eliminated, whoever's next in line takes those votes. So when A and B was eliminated here, C now takes those votes. Okay? Good question. Anybody else? All right. Here's your next one. And again, this is the one you're going to hate. Only because we are going to have to rewrite the preference schedule every time. So follow with me for a minute. So remember, board account is where we assign points. Okay, so 1 point for last place, 2 points above that, 3 points, 4 points. So that means this first column, I would receive 10 points because you had 10 people that voted them last, and you get 1 point for last place. 20 points for J, 30 for H, 40 for G. My next column goes 9, 18, 27, 36.
14.
Beautiful. Okay, now we need to add them all up. G, H, I, J. So we go through and say G has 40 plus 9 plus 21. 70 total. H has 30, 27, and 14. I has 10, 36, and 7. And then J has 20, 18, and 28. Who's my winner? H. Okay. Now, because we have points, we need to rewrite this without H. So I have 10 people that vote G, J, and I. Remember, your order does not change. Okay, we just remove H from the equation. So that's G, J, and I. We now have 9 people that vote I, J, and G. And 7 people that vote 20, well, not 28. J, G, and I. Okay, best part is you have all these numbers already. All we need to do is not count this 4th row. So this goes 10 points, 20 points, 30 points. This is 9, 18, 27. And this is 7, 14, 21. And we count all over again. So G has 30, 9, and 14. J has 20, 18, and 21.
Wait.
59.
Uh-huh.
And I has 10, 27, and 7,
44.
44. Is everybody good with where I came up with that new chart? The numbers, where everything's coming from at this point? Okay, so who's my next winner? Jay is my next winner. We need to rewrite one more time. Okay, so now I've got 10 people, and this is GI. I've got 9 people, and this is IG. I then have 7 people, and this is GI. So we've got 10 and 20 now, 9 and 18, 7 and 14. So my last count up then, G has a total of
43.
43, and I has a total of 35.
26. Wait, sure.
The 35.
Yes.
35. So who's my next winner?
G.
G, and then finally I. That is the worst of it. And I only say that because you have to rewrite the chart. There's no way around it. If I could give you a shortcut on it, I would gladly do so. Does anybody have any questions on recursive board account? On your project, one of your methods when you perform them has got to be recursive. If you do all the recursive, I give you bonus. Okay. The last one, recursive pairwise. So everything starts out from the beginning the way it always is. We need to put in all of your matchups. Are you saying that because there's 5?
Yes. Both ways.
All day.
It does not take all
I'm not
day.
doing problems like this. I'm just gonna.
You realize they're like 12 points apiece, right?
I'm just kidding. It's probably gonna be wrong time for these.
C versus D, C versus E, and D versus E.
I can't believe they really came up with all these ways.
Right.
Like just pick whoever got the most.
That's what I thought it was gonna be like.
The thing that sucks, and we're gonna, once we're done with this, none of these methods are actually fair. They have yet to come up with a voting method that is fair. Even our electoral college is not fair.
Oh, believe that.
Okay, those of you that were not here yesterday, this should be able to catch you up. We're going to do the method one more time. Okay, so you're gonna look at each column separately. First column, B becomes before A. The second column, A comes before B, so A wins. The next column, B comes before A. Fourth column, A comes before B, so A wins that one. And the last one, A comes before B. Okay, you're only comparing 2. Okay, so we've got 11, 13. This is a tie. So that means each person receives half a point. So that means we need 13 to tie. How many to win?
14.
14 to win.
I'm gonna start it. That's what
He wins.
Okay, so the next one, we have to compare A versus C. So, Alexis. Just looking at A and C in this first column, who comes first? C. So C wins that column. The next column, A comes before C, so A wins this one. Okay. The next column, C comes before A, so C wins that one. C comes before A, that's C. A comes before C, so A wins that one. So C has more points than A. C's going to take that one. Alexis, do me a favor. Wake up my boy back there. Hi. I've missed you. Okay, so now we're going to look at A versus D.
Wow.
A versus D. A wins the first column and the second column. How many points do they have just for those two? 14. A wins. Moving on. Okay. A versus E. A wins the first column and that second column. That's 14 points. A is going to take that one. Okay.
Why it's so hot in here?
Oh, zip up your jacket, boy. Zip up your jacket.
Zip it all the way up. Okay, good.
I'll look at that. Okay. B versus C. C comes first here. The second column is taken by B. And everything else is D, correct? Or I'm sorry, C.
Yeah.
B. Oh, no, the last column. B wins the last column. But still, C is going to take those points. Okay. B versus D. This is B. Everything else is D, correct? D.
This is
So-
the regular pairwise way up.
It is. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. It's easy. Breathe. Okay. B versus E. B takes this column. E takes everything else, correct? So E wins this one. Okay. C versus D. C wins this one and this one. So that's 13. We got a tie. C versus E. C wins this first one and the fourth one. We got a tie again. And then D versus E. D wins the first one, the fourth one, and that one. So D wins, right? Okay. All right. So now we need to count up. A. How many times did A win? 1, 2, and a half. So they have 2.5. B. Just a half? Just a half. C wins 1, 2, 2.5, 3.
See, wrong.
D wins 1, 2.5. And E 1.5. Okay. Because I did 10 comparisons up here, this total should be 10. Double check yourself and make sure it's correct. 2.5 and a half is 3, plus 3 is 6. And then we've got 8.5, 9.5, 10. Okay, so who should my winner be right now? C. So C wins. That means I now need to go and get rid of everything that has C in it. Whoop. Whoop. And recount. There is no more comparing. All you need to do is eliminate your winner and recount. So A still has won 2.5. B still only has half. C.
There's no C.
There is no C. That's right. My bad. D. They've won 2 now. And E has 1. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 comparisons left. So this total should add up to 6. Well, 2.5 and a half is 3, plus 2 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Who is my next winner? A. Now I get rid of everything with A. And recount. So we've got B left. B now has
I'm at 0.
0. They have nothing left. D has 2. And E has 1. I have 3 comparisons left. This should add up to 3. It does. Say goodbye to D now. Get rid of everything with D. When I get rid of everything with D, who wins, B or E? So E comes next, followed by B.
That wasn't so bad.
It was a lot of initial grunt work when you had to do the comparison. But once you get that all done, it's smooth sailing from there. And literally, if you want to erase on your test, if you have to do this one, feel free to. Okay? I don't remember which one recursive I put on the test. There's only one recursive on the test.
What is the test?
Okay.
Do we get
Tuesday.
y'all notes?
So we can use any of these?
I'm not gonna remember.
There is no notes.
Wait, so you know how you show things? 3 different methods?
I'm
You just choosing it as one.
No, I tell you which one you need to do. I just don't remember which one I put on the test.
I need to pass
I
this
mean,
class.
you put one in, right?
There's just one recursive on the test.
Yeah.
I just don't remember
I
which
didn't get
one.
the second one.
Will it tell us
I didn't
if it's
understand the
recursive or not?
Yes. It will tell you recursive. If it says extended, all I want is first place, second place, third place, fourth place. I will go over the entire test before you take it, so brief. Okay. In order for a method to be fair, it has to match all 4 fairness criterion. It has to be satisfied. Okay. None of our methods are like that. So the last thing we need to talk about is Arrow's impossibility theorem, which says it is mathematically impossible for a democratic voting method to satisfy all criterion. We have not come up with anything yet.
We don't write nothing?
That's just a summary of the end of it. Okay. Questions or problems?